I ordered this perhaps about almost a week ago, and I didn't expect to be quite honest, because I received a little voucher in my online Iconic order, which is an online fashion supplier, and they gave me a voucher for a free sonic toothbrush when ordering some White Glo products. And I have used White Glo before and been super impressed. So you know what, the incentive was enough for me. Did need a replacement toothbrush anyway. So this is the sonic toothbrush, which apparently has an inbuilt blue light which helps remove stains. So super excited to try this. I also purchased a toothpaste because I got a little sample in my order as well, but this is the enamel safe one. You can get other varieties for gum health or just general whitening, but they all brighten your teeth, but I thought I might focus on the enamel strength. Then I also picked up their advanced kit, which is this kind of mouthguard insert, which again has a red and blue light, I believe. You apply whitening serum to the tray, then put the tray in the mouth, leave for 10 minutes, and then rinse out with water. So I thought I would add this into my tooth care routine. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a little while, you'll know that I have recently had my front tooth fixed as of 6 months ago, as I used to be a tooth grinder. I think I still do it, but not as heavily as I used to. And I got that repaired so this tooth matches that tooth. And ever since then, I'm totally into oral care and just making a better smile for myself. So this is going to come quite in handy. I might use this with you later in the day so we can see some results perhaps. I have been using the sample tube, and I actually have already noticed a result even from using it just a handful of times. So I'm really excited to just continue my tooth journey with you. And I've just noticed that I've gotten a little bit shiny, so whilst I'm here I'm going to do a bit of a touch up and once again go through how much I love but used to hate the Byterry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. Here we go. I still have my sample pot, which I got in an order, as I order all my beauty products from Mecca Cosmetica, which is a beauty supply here. What I like to do is, if I do ever need a touch-up, and again it takes quite many hours for me to require any kind of mattification or touch-up, I literally just, let me zoom you in. Great. So I apply the smallest amount to a brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush that I got, and I wanted to show you particularly not just the mattifying that it does, because again I tend to get quite oily in this area, but the blurring. I mean, my pores are so much less visible than on this side after applying that powder, which was kind of an unexpected perk of the product. See, let me do this side so I can show you. I mean, look at those pores just disappear. I mean, this is a genius product. So what I also love about it is it doesn't just blur the pores. Oops, let me just zoom out here. I'm back. It also takes that shine away, but not completely, so you still have a glow, but not like an oily glow. So I cannot rate this powder enough. I mean, there's a lot of hype around Laura Mercier. I have an absolute massive quantity of it, and guess what? I have not touched this since I got this sample. And yes, once I run out, I will be buying a full-size tub, and I don't think I will go to any other powder. The Laura Mercier powder is too mattifying, and under daylight it does not look natural at all, whereas this does. But just a handy tip with this, for those of you who might have a negative impression on trying this, less is more. I actually tried too much on my first use of this and got a really bad first impression of the product, but you only have to apply just the smallest amount and it will absorb that oil for at least 8 hours. It is phenomenal, guys, and again does not remove the glow or the brightness. And another surprising benefit, which they don't advertise, it blurs the pores. Who doesn't love pore blurring? Hello everybody, and I'm talking very quietly because I have a little sleeping person next to me and he just cannot wake up. All you mums out there, you'll know the feeling. So I am going somewhere right now, but I don't know where. So I'm taking you along with me. This is a surprise on behalf of my husband. We've had a bit of a tough time and he's like, let's just go out to somewhere to do something. I've sort of suckered it out of him that we're going to dinner. I know we're going to dinner, but apparently it can get messy. And I was like, because he said it was fancy, but you can get messy. So does anybody know anywhere that you can get messy but be still fancy at the same time? I don't know where. Anyway, I'm just going to finish up with my hair. I've got my heatless waves in, and then I'll show you quickly my outfit, and then we'll be heading out the door and you'll be coming. You guys have any thoughts? Because my intrigue has certainly been spiked. I mean, messy but fancy. Is it like a glamorous paintball? Is it a restaurant where the waiters throw their food at you? Because I'm certainly not into that. Messy but fancy. I guess we're both going to be surprised, guys. I am going for a black and gold theme tonight, and my husband told me to dress kind of cash in case I get dirty. I'm like, do I need a bib? Like, where are we going? So you will be as surprised as I when we get there, and my husband actually encouraged me to vlog this, so if he says that, it must be something extra. Let me grab a belt to finish this look off, and then we will head out the door. Also enjoying a little something before we head off. It's Better Beer. We've got a free stubby holder this time with our slab, and it's actually a low carb, actually zero carb beer, which we discovered over summer. So cheers. Okay, just need a belt. Husband is going for an all black as well. It's looking very fancy. Very fancy for something that's going to be apparently messy. Okay, there we are. And I think we'll go like, and I think I'll get a blazer. This one perhaps. Well, considering it's the only blazer I've got, I'll have to do. Okay, something like this. The bag should probably go over the top though. So we're going for a very safe, smart, casual look, which is not quite part of my personality. I don't really like blending in, but considering one might get messy, I thought black was the best way to go. Let's go through what I'm wearing. I have just got on my L'Oreal London jewellery, my favourite affordable jewellery brand. I will go through all that in another video. Some chunky hoops by Cotton On, blazer Forever New in a tweed check, Cotton On crew long sleeve that I've tucked into some Cotton On straight loose jeans, a dupe CD belt and a quilted leather flap bag with a gold chain, and some very special and very comfortable pointed classic black heels from Country Road, which I picked up recently, and something that was very much missing from my wardrobe. So with any outfit, you can dress it up with some accessories. So throw on a belt, a bag, and some lovely pointed classic black shoes, and you have yourself a smart, casual, appropriate for a messy, fancy dinner situation. Okay, the next you will see of me, I'll be on the phone cam, so well, let's go. This bag is 4 years old and it's still stuffed with all the tissue paper that originally came with it. I don't know, I do it with shoes as well. I just like to keep everything in its original packaging so I get the experience every time I bring it out. Excuse me, Postman Pat. I think I actually might bring my vlogging camera because I think I've got enough room inside here. I've got 2 compartments in this bag to actually fit it inside. So I shall do that, and away we go. Oh, and I've also popped on my Casio as well because I thought tonight called for a bit of a vintage, old school, smart casual vibe. Clearly I'm lost for words tonight. Also, we're having a very late dinner. I only had a protein cookie for lunch, so I am, needless to say, quite hungry, and the brain function is at an all-time low. And yeah, I don't know any kitchen that stays open till 9:30 onwards, so I'm sufficiently hungry and sufficiently intrigued. Let's see what this is all about. Alright, enough of the talk. Let's actually get there first. I'll just finish this off. I'm a classy dame. My first time using a stubby holder, and good to know they actually work. My beard does stay colder for longer. I had a hunch I knew what this place was, and I got it right. Ooh, we're having some eventful sirens for our arrival. Sesame oil, so don't drink it. Oh my gosh, it's alive! Stocked up on all the different sauces from the dipping sauce station. I think all the stuff, we're back, and I have a souvenir. The sesame oil in a can, and I must say the sesame oil was primo, the best sesame oil I've ever tasted. Everything else, however, I'm having a bit of PTSD. I feel very oily. We went to basically a Chinese hot pot place, but I have to say, as much as the surroundings were quite traditional, it was just, broth was very oily, and hence everything else that went into it was very oily. We had a pork broth and it just tasted like raw pork. It's just very strong pork flavour, and now every time I burp I'm getting that traumatic flashback. So unfortunately it wasn't the dining experience I guess we were hoping for, nor for the hype of it according to the reviews. But yeah, that was a messy, I wouldn't call it fine dining experience because I had to cook my own food. And the patrons are very, well, let's say they were wearing sandals and an apron. And I think when I like to go out to dinner, I'm in my PJs most of the time. I don't think I want to wear sandals and an apron out to dinner. So it just wasn't for me. Just wasn't my thing. I mentioned the price wasn't our thing either. It was very expensive for what you got, and the quality of the food was very, very base level. It wasn't very high end, it wasn't very clean. As in, like, the premises was clean, but the flavors, the food, the broths was all very like fatty, oily. I need a palate cleanser. I just literally shoved some blueberries from the fridge in my mouth, and I'm looking around me for something else to just make it go away. Anyway, at least I looked cute for a night, and I will see you in the next segment of the video, or if I'm wrapping it up here, a good night. And I'll pack away my bag back into storage. That's better. Turns out toothpaste was the perfect palate cleanser, and I'm going to put on, just to really detox myself, a clay mask by Marlafiji, and this is to replace my usual Dermatologica charcoal mask, but this one is, I must say, another level. I'm not sure if I don't feel like it draws out the impurities like the other charcoal mask. However, this is so much more gentle on the skin, and as it dries, it actually tightens the skin, and then after you wash it off, I still feel that nice lifted, tightening feeling. So I can highly recommend this charcoal facial mask. Really good for drawing out impurities from the pores, leaves your skin still feeling nice and soft. It doesn't dry it out at all. It's like it moisturizes as well as drawing out impurities. It's quite complex, and I'm just applying with a bit of a spoolie here. This is kind of, I probably should just use my fingers. And you only have to leave this one for like 5 minutes, so you don't really have to leave this on for too long, which is fantastic. And one of my recommendations is to apply it in an upward stroke, because like I said, it has a tightening effect. I find when you apply it in a downwards motion, it kind of pulls your skin or your face down, and we want everything lifted. So anyway, that's my final thought for the evening. I will continue applying this, and I will catch you soon. Alright, we're currently getting ready to celebrate the 100 days of school, and
101's day of school.
101. I've just put some wax in my son's hair, and I'm going to try to dye it, well, make it look grey, because you have to dress up as a 100-year-old centenarian, I don't know. Alright.
Granny!
I'm going to put talcum powder on his hair. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's kind of working. You kind of look like a feathered...
I don't want to sneeze, I just want
You look like a feathery bird.
I don't look like a feathery bird.
Oh my god. I think I'll just do the front. I'm not going to do all the back.
I could be a monster. I want to be a Hulk. But, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Can I see my hand now?
Hold on. Oh wow. It's kind of fun. Whew. Well, I should rock this grey look. I think we've done a pretty good job. That is a pretty even silver colour, actually. We've done really well.
My hair's silver.
It is. Right, I think that'll do. Complete with flannel pants and a granddad jumper. I think we've fit.
Granddad?
Yeah, I think we've...
No, that's your dad.
Yeah.
No, granddad. And this is a granddad.
I think we fulfilled the criteria. I think you look almost, well, a very handsome young 100-year-old.
I'm only 6 years old, and I'm now only in grade 1.
Okay, guys, and despite the fact that we had a rather traumatic dinner last night, but PTSD is starting to wear. I'm starting to, you know, fade the food memories at this point, and don't mind the hair. It is on day whatever, and it's got a ton of dry shampoo in there, but the volume I am loving. And as you can see, I'm looking a bit tired. I only got about maybe 4 hours sleep, which is not unusual, but anyway, I am ironically really hungry. I don't think I ate that much last night, to be quite fair, because about 3/4 of the way through dinner I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I literally cannot. So I am opting for, let me show you, a meal that I am eating on repeat as of like every day lately, and I'm on a real health kick. Not by choice, just because my body wants it, like, as in, it's not even a chore is what I'm trying to say. And now that I have mastered the versatility of the rice paper roll, let me show you what is on today's combination. Now, I'm saving time by buying this iceberg blend. I'm not going to be chopping any cucumbers or washing lettuce. No, 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 no. I need a quick fix now, and a healthy one. So this is going to be going inside, and something new that I haven't tried before. This is jackfruit, like unflavored, by Jackman. It's like a meat substitute. It's actually a fruit, so it's not really high in protein or anything, but it'll add that kind of protein-like texture to my wraps. So going for a nice light option here and a vegan option. And then I found this randomly in the cupboard, which is this gado peanut sauce. I believe it's an Indonesian peanut sauce, and I usually have a cashew or peanut like sauce with rice paper rolls anyway, so I thought I would cook the jackfruit in this. And also I can highly recommend this brand of rice paper. I cannot say that to save myself, so I'm not even going to attempt it because I'll get it totally wrong. But these wraps are so flavorful. They have a really nice rice flavor, and they've even got a bit of salt in there. It's just a really well made rice paper roll. They don't break. Highly, highly recommend this. So let's get cooking. And love how there's barely any washing up after this. I have just rinsed the chopping board, and I'm just going to throw the water that I used to soak my rice paper in the sink. And despite the fact we had a rather traumatic experience at Hot Pot last night, yes, I am using the sesame oil from a can because the sesame oil was brilliant. In fact, it was the one thing that was, well, it was the only defining factor out of last night. That, and we got to listen to Lionel Richie's Hello in the car. And Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Tunes, guys. Great tunes. Makes for great, great driving music. For those of you who don't know those songs, go YouTube it. Don't say I never taught you anything. And we're doing a kitchen bench eat today because it's one of those days. The jackfruit works a treat, and I think I might just top up with a little bit of sesame oil here and there, but really great, easy, healthy beginning of the week lunch. The jackfruit really soaks up the flavour of whatever you've cooked it in. So I added just some soy sauce and sesame oil and a tad curry powder as well. After eating that, I also recommend cooking out the jackfruit a little bit longer because some of the really chunky pieces are a bit dry on the inside. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water from the kettle and cook this out a bit further, and I might actually do a pulled jackfruit situation. So I'm just going to mush it up a bit more and just get a bit more moisture in there for tomorrow's lunch. But otherwise, that was very satisfying. Excuse me, can you stay out of the recycling, please? Oh, thank you. Thank you, that's for the recycling. Oh, you want to play with that? Oh, hello. Hello. Everything is a telephone in this house. Skincare, I need skincare. Okay, time to give my first impressions of the White Glo tooth system, or tooth whitening system. So I'm going to begin with the Sonic Blue Light LED toothbrush. I mean, I am a huge fan of LED. Yes, thank you, darling. I'm a huge fan of LED. I use it on my face, which has done wonders for my collagen. It's a little bit weighty. It contains a AAA battery, which is very thoughtful. I love people that offer a battery. And I'm assuming I just literally hold it down and off it goes. Perhaps not. Let's open this up. The battery has plastic around it. How thoughtful. Toothpaste, I went for the Enamel Safe toothpaste as I just want to protect the enamel on my teeth, which is a priority, but they all provide whitening. They come in a range of different care packages. So some people want gum health. I chose the enamel, and once again some very thoughtful foil on the tubey of this product. Don't you just hate these little time-consuming pieces of your life that you'd love to get back? And apparently, fun fact, the world is now running behind time about like a point of a second, which is the equivalent of the sound. So imagine how much time I could be saving by not removing plastic or foil packaging. On she goes. Water. Okay, I hope it doesn't go everywhere, but I do want to show you this blue light. So I hold it down and apparently, oh, that was anticlimactic. Okay, I flipped the battery around. Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, timer shuts off after 2 minutes. Really felt like I had a deep clean there. It's vibrating. I'm sure the blue light is doing something like stain removal. Now, let's get to the second part of the routine. That was actually a very pleasant brushing experience. I kind of felt like I was getting a deep clean at the dentist. All right, so this has red and blue light in there, and I'm assuming this also comes with a battery. So this is when you want to really up the ante with your teeth whitening, which I do because I drink a lot of tea and coffee. Ooh, so there's lots of shade guide. Okay, there's a before and after shade guide. I wonder where I sit in that. Probably around there maybe. Not that bad. It's got a little instruction here about how it works, but ain't nobody got time for instructions. Okay, here is the mouthpiece. I'm assuming it just turns, ooh, it does, wow. Oh, that is quite cool. Okay, so I think you've got to hold it down for 2 seconds because you need this in for 10 minutes. And then this is the paste that you actually put on the tooth whitening device. And this is the USB charger because it probably does need recharging. I'm just gonna give it a little rinse. Okay, I'm going to probably, ooh, obviously very sensitive. I'm going to apply this. Is there any foil bits in there? If there is, I don't think I could. So I'm going to apply this paste. Oh, it's clear. Okay, to the inside. I'll probably get around the top. Okay. Now, Let's see. And oh, it's going to be part of the action too. And I just realised this will only whiten the front part of your teeth. Oh, there's a section for the bottom. Right, I'll do that. Okay, so hold down for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Mmm. 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 Ew. I don't know, taste nice. That is so nice. Okay. They definitely look whiter at the front already. Probably needs consistency to have like a full effect, but for my first go of a tooth whitening system, I'm very impressed. Not to mention I used up my entire sample of the toothpaste, so I can vouch that this does work. As for the whitening system, that I will have to keep you up to date with. Otherwise, my lovelies, thanks for stopping by for this very kind of different day in a life kind of a vlog, and I will link everything including this white glow system down in the description box. If you want to browse there, please do subscribe, and I will see you in my next vlog. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.